Brant Buchanan kicked off his expensive shoes, loosened his silk tie, and reclined on the plush leather back seat of his car. Outside, the Californian sun was heating up the boulevard, but the billionaire's car was as cool as an English spring morning. Brant's driver and confidant, Weaver, sat at the wheel. "L.A. is far too hot," said Brant. "Please tell me you've discovered something. I have located a pair of, experts in the area who should be able to help," Weaver replied. "But I must warn you they are a little eccentric." "Given the subject matter, I would expect nothing less," said Buchanan. He pushed one of the many glowing buttons in the car door, and a panel opened. He reached in and pulled out a book. It was a red hardback, with a white zigzag across the cover. If there had ever been a dust jacket, it had long since been lost. There was no title or author's name on the cover, but on the first page were the words, "Dragon Law, a Scientific Study of Dragons by Ivor Clingerflim." "This is such a fascinating book, Weaver," said Buchanan. "For example, did you know that dragon mothers plant their eggs in the liquid fire of Earth's inner core, then wait on the banks for the young dragon to swim to the surface?" "No, sir, I didn't," replied Weaver, whose lack of enthusiasm for his boss's latest project hadn't stopped him carrying out his orders efficiently and unquestioningly. Indeed, it was he who had obtained this copy of the book. "Listen to this bit," said Buchanan. "The term Up-Era relates to a great Himalayan conference held 1,000 years ago, when those dragons in favor of destroying mankind rose into the air and became known as Up-Eras. Luckily for humans, the majority stayed on the ground, and so dragonkind went into hiding." "Fascinating, sir," said Weaver. Mr. Buchanan continued to read aloud. "In spite of this, many dragons believe that war between humans and dragons is inevitable, and that they will be led into battle by a dragon carrying the Turning Stone, a large spherical rock which is said to grant power over all dragonkind." "It all sounds rather, unbelievable," said Weaver. "Shall I take you back to Sands Hall?" "Yes, please," replied Buchanan. "It may take some time. The traffic in L.A. is particularly bad this evening." "That's because no one walks in this city." Buchanan looked out at the 5 lanes of traffic, all moving at a snail's pace under the cloudless sky. A thick layer of hazy pollution hung over the city. He pressed a button, and a drink appeared from the side door. He pushed another, and a screen flickered to life showing grainy CCTV footage. Buchanan picked up the drink and sat back to watch. It showed an office from 3 different angles. A dragon dropped into the room, looked around, and then reached up and lowered a young girl in, too. "I never tire of watching this," he said. "Yes, but shouldn't we be using the girl to get to the dragon?" inquired Weaver. "There's clearly a connection between them." "In business, I always find it best to arm myself with as much information as possible before making an acquisition," replied Buchanan. "But yes, perhaps it is time to make good use of young Holly Bigsby."